You're listening to Rise and Shine on Channel Africa with me, Aurélie Kalenga. On Mondays, we focus on health-related issues, be it physical or mental, and bring in an expert to help us understand and deal with it. If you've ever wondered why your skin becomes dry or flaky in winter, then this next interview is for you. Dr. Lauren Knight is a board-certified dermatologist. She's collaborated with South African skincare company Skin Functional to help demystify skincare jargon and misinformation to help you and me understand the skin intelligence behind skincare products. She joins us on the line this Medical Monday to tell us more about this. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, and happy start of Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month to you too. So apparently the key here is understanding one's microbiome and how this relates to exfoliating. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, so your microbiome essentially is this complex ecosystem of viruses, bacteria, fungi that live on our skin. And these organisms live in harmony and in unison and kind of protect our skin from more dangerous or more opportunistic pathogens. So having a good balance in this ecosystem obviously keeps our skin nice and healthy. Anything we do to disrupt this balance, over exfoliating, not taking care of this microbiome, damages this harmony and gives rise or opportunity for these other more opportunistic, more harmful pathogens to overgrow, giving rise to disease and skin conditions.
You actually mentioned over exfoliating. How frequently should one exfoliate? And maybe we take a step back to find out what some of the benefits of exfoliation are.
100%. So exfoliation works on the premise that our skin naturally turns over. So in the outer layer of our skin, from the bottom layer of your epidermis to the top layer, takes about 6 to 8 weeks for the cells to naturally turn over. And exfoliating harnesses this natural process, typically speeding it up to help you get that more glow, healthy-looking skin, making your skin look a little bit less dull, lackluster, and can also help with conditions like pigmentation or acne. Most products that you can use at home would say that you could do exfoliation every night. Us as dermatologists like to say only about 1 to 2 times a week, so that you're actually doing more good than harm to your skin. And then in terms of exfoliation, there's obviously different ways you can exfoliate. You could be using a physical exfoliant where you're using a product or a tool that removes the cells of the outer layer of the skin. Or we prefer generally a chemical exfoliant, which actually, if you will, snips the little lines between the cells, enhancing this turnover, which helps to lessen the inflammation and potentially lessen the risk of microabrasions that your physical exfoliant can cause to the skin. So examples of a chemical exfoliant would be your acid exfoliant, so your alpha-hydroxy acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, your beta-hydroxy acids like salicylic acid, or your polyhydroxy acids like gluconolactone.
And while you're talking about products that are safe to use, I've also heard about some home remedies like people using sugar or coffee. Are these things that you'd also encourage?
It really depends. I feel like there's definitely a room for natural products. There are actually formulated products that make use of coffee, sugar, and various granules. I'm also a bit apprehensive with home remedies because we are not chemists, we are not skincare technicians. So you could be using products that are quite damaging to your skin. You potentially not formulating them in the correct, base to the exfoliant, and you can actually end up tearing the outer layer of your skin, causing damage, inflammation, and even with inflammation, there's always a risk of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and then again disrupting your microbiome.
And what age should one start exfoliating? And is it all areas of the body that can be exfoliated, or are some areas more sensitive than others?
So, as we know that natural process of cell turnover starts to decline from our late 20s. So that's why our skin kind of starts looking a little bit less dull, maybe potentially a bit more wrinkly as we get older. And exfoliation can help with some of these kind of gelness, dryness, or superficial fine lines and wrinkles. So we usually say from about your early 30s, late 20s, you would start looking at an anti-aging regimen if that is something that concerns you, and rather focusing on pro-healthy aging rather than this negative connotation of anti-aging. And it really depends on your skin type and your actual concerns. So I would say from your late 20s, early 30s, you could start thinking about incorporating exfoliation into your skincare regimen.
And Doctor, where can people get hold of you should they wish to know more about exfoliating or healthy aging and just other general skin regime questions?
So you can follow me on Instagram at derm.discovered. But more exciting than that, I do a quarterly live series with Skin Functional, which we call Skin Chats with Dr. Lauren. And there we really try and tackle common skincare conditions and common skincare concerns, interacting with the audience, with the consumer, answering your questions, covering a topic. So I think there's so much information on social media, but it really is a minefield. So be cognizant of who you follow, and I'm always very excited to try and put out good information, sound information, and interact with followers, consumers, skincare lovers about exfoliation and just general skincare tips, tricks, because we really want to have healthy skin, not kind of over-treated, following the latest TikTok trend kind of skin.
Dr. Lauren, thank you very much for your time this morning.
So lovely to chat to you, and thank you for having me on the show.
That's Dr. Lauren Knight, board-certified dermatologist.
This is Orilla Kalinga on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.